Hey guys, happy Friday. So I wanted to go live and talk to you about all my views on all these different diets and stuff that are out there because you're probably seeing tons of them in your news feed, reading about them, seeing what people are doing. And if you're anything like me, you might be a little bit confused because I've been there and I've been super bombarded by all of this, nutrition stuff and just wondering like what should I do and what's best for me? And sometimes it can be really confusing. So, I first want to say I am not a dietitian, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a doctor. I'm not really an expert. I just am really passionate about eating healthy and have been for a while. I have done, and I don't even want to call it diet. I feel like I've eaten like several different ways. So I read a lot about nutrition, and I just wanted to honestly just give you my personal opinion on some of the things that are out there. So you've probably seen like Whole30. That's what I'm going to start on Sunday, 21-day fix or portion fix. Paleo, there's Weight Watchers, Jenny Craig, Mediterranean diet, flexible eating, I think IF, if it fits in your macros. Those are just some of the ones that come to the top of my head. So I'm not going to talk about all of those. I just want to talk a little bit about my thoughts on just like the Whole30 and why I'm doing it. And I also want to talk about the 21-day fix, portion control eating too, and what I think about it. And first and foremost, you have to do what's best for you. And that's the key here is I think so many people try different plans and they try to do, jump on the bandwagon of what, everyone else is doing. And you have to do what works for you. So for me, I have seen, a ton of people doing the Whole30. And so I'm going to be honest, like I was kind of like, okay, like I've seen a lot of people do it. The Whole30 is no sugar, no alcohol, no dairy, no grains, no legumes, which is beans, no additives like if I'm pronouncing this right, like carrageenan, MSG. You can't recreate any baked goods, like you can't do like paleo muffins or paleo breads or anything like that. And the point is not to measure anything. So for me, let me just be honest with you. I do really well when I have like a set of rules of like what I can eat and what I can't eat. And because I am like an all or nothing type person, kind of like when I start eating sugar, I can't stop. So when it's like, okay, like you're not going to eat sugar for 30 days, I'm fine with that. But we're all different. And that's just, this is my personality. If it's like, okay, like I'm not going to eat grains, all right, just forget it, And I'm going to be honest with you too. I eat pretty well in general. I love pizza, but it's not like something I eat every week. I don't generally eat a lot of grains. I was eating oatmeal every morning. So for me, like the switch to try to do this Whole30, it really wasn't that different than what I was eating. So I thought, you know what, like I'm just gonna give it a try. So I've sort of like eased into it. I'm gonna officially start on Sunday. I've got a couple parties this weekend, so I will be having some alcohol. So I just thought, I'm gonna see how it goes and see how I like it. One thing that's not allowed on the Whole30 is Shakeology. I will, of course, be drinking Shakeology because I know that makes my body feel good. I don't have any issues with it, and I'm not going to go without it. It's a quick and easy protein source and snack for me that works really well. So that kind of leads me into the next thing. The Whole30 is not meant to be a lifestyle. And I think that's where the confusion lies is people think that this is like some like crazy way of eating. Well, it's very, very strict. And that's that's just not like sustainable for your life, right? Like that we're supposed to, food is supposed to be meant to be enjoyed. And I mean, really, couple things there is it teaches you to have a better relationship with food. And like, for example, when I eat sugar, I don't have a good relationship with it because I can't stop eating. It's almost like it controls me and I have no control. So the thing with the Whole30 is it kind of helps put you back in control. And also it's supposed to help people who, have a lot of food sensitivities. And there's so many people out there with, these autoimmune diseases like arthritis and Crohn's and celiac disease and IBS and Hashimoto's, thyroid issues. And basically what happens is there's a lot of foods and like grains and legumes and dairy that can cause inflammation in your body. And that's what's going on, and that's kind of what's leading to some of these autoimmune diseases. Again, I am not a doctor or a nutritionist or an expert, so I'm not going to go in major detail about that. But that's the thing is, so you're taking away all of these foods that might cause inflammation in your body. You're doing it for 30 days, see how you feel. And then after the 30 days, you reintroduce them, and and you decide, how you want to eat moving forward. Oh, thanks, April. So that's the thing. I think that, again, like I said, I think that's where the confusion is. This is like the Whole30 is like a 30-day thing to really understand, what foods affect and don't affect your body. So, and especially important with people with those autoimmune diseases. And I am very lucky. I know that I don't have any foods that my stomach feels good all the time. I mean, of course, I know like sugar makes me feel awful if I eat too much pizza. But in general, I don't feel like I have, any like crazy food sensitivities. So again, I'm just trying. I just want to see, I'm up for like a little bit of a challenge and a reset for 30 days. January is such a great time to do it. So I'm going to do it. Now I want to move into this Whole30 versus like a 21-day fix type eating. And I'm going to be honest, I absolutely love the 21-day fix, or you can call it the portion fix, container eating. But what that is it's just clean eating that gives you some guidelines around how much you need to eat of each food group. Now, this is a lot more sustainable as a lifestyle because you can have dairy and you can have grains, you can have wine, you can have, sweeteners, and there's so many more foods that are on limits, but it's just good old clean eating that's really good for you. So I consider that to be much more of a way to eat, of a lifestyle, versus like a Whole30 type eating where you're just, you're limiting so much. Again, I am going to talk in general of people who, don't have any food sensitivities. And obviously 21-day fixed portion controlled eating does work if you have food sensitivities as well. You just don't eat, the food groups that don't agree with you. And you could very well adapt a paleo Whole30 type eating into portion control if you want, because you can overeat, healthy food, especially you can definitely overeat. If you're eating a lot of grains and you're eating all the food groups, you can definitely overeat like healthy fats and, healthy grains and all that. So the 21-day fix really just helps rein that in. So for people who don't like to be, within, these limits of, just totally removing food groups, the 21-day fixed portion controlled eating is amazing. And like I said, that's generally what I follow on, an everyday basis. And I feel like it works really well. And, and I've seen a lot of success with a lot of my customers too. So, and then there's the other things out there like the Weight Watchers and the Jenny Craigs and all that. And, I know they follow like some type of like point system, and they're a lot more flexible as well. So, I mean, really the key here, I think, again, if you don't have these food sensitivities or don't have things that cause inflammation in your body, it's moderation, guys, because, we all have to live, and I really like a clean, healthy diet with moderation. So, and that's kind of what the 21 Day Fix does for us. So, okay, you guys will see. I will be taking you on my Whole30 journey, and honestly, I'm just going to be sharing a lot of healthy recipes that, hopefully you guys will enjoy. Healthy food, if you've seen, does not have to be yucky food. I generally think once you transition into cooking more and experimenting with your food, you will fall in love with certain things that you might not have liked before. So, okay, I hope that this was helpful. Once again, I'm not an expert, but these are just my opinions. Okay, if anybody has any questions or wants to chat with me about anything, just let me know. Comment below if this was helpful. Please like this video. Okay, great. Thanks.